Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Friday class. I'm Rachel, and I'm joined by Becky today. How's it going?
Hello, Rachel. Hello, friends. I'm so happy to be here.
This is going to be a lot of fun. We're doing something, sending my microphone flying. We're doing something a little bit different today. Usually, we're here to do tutorials to make alongside you guys. But today, we're actually going to go down memory lane. That's what Becky's calling it, and I'm like, yes, that's perfect. Because we're hitting the 4th anniversary of Sam's Bead Box, which is wild. We've done 48 of these boxes. The March bead box has been shipped out, our anniversary box. So it's getting to people's doors in the next few days. But in the meantime, before people get that, Sam and I thought it'd be nice to let's look back over the last couple of years and kind of reflect on where we've gone. And Becky, you've been a part of that journey. You've been making with the box for how long now?
For 2 years. My first box was February 2023.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm wearing the first thing I ever made with Sam's Bead Box right here.
You started strong. I love that. You went with a bold statement necklace. That is amazing.
Yeah. Well, it was when I got the box, I saw this link here, and my aunt, who is a big influence on me for jewelry making, she used to use things like this in her artwork and her design, and I was like, I'm definitely going to make something with that.
That's amazing. That's so cool. So yeah, Becky is going to share with her a bunch of her designs from the last 2 years. She picked out some of her favorites. So hopefully this will inspire you. Maybe if you have one of those old boxes, you'll want to start making with it again. Or some of these boxes we have extras of, so people could buy one of these boxes now and make with it. So that's cool. Yeah. And do you have videos for a lot of the ones we'll be showing today?
I do. In fact, I have an entire playlist on my channel that's just Sam's Bead Box. And so anything that I make that has beads from Sam's Bead Box or Sam's Bead Shop will be in that. Even if it's one of the videos that I do where I take different bead boxes and I make something that's similar, it'll still be in that playlist. So you can find things that I've made from these boxes. In fact, the one for this one, it was one of my very first videos when I was still recording at my dining room table and trying to figure out lighting and volume and how to keep my hands in the shot. Might not be a great video, but it was memorable.
Yeah, if you want to see the classic video, the original, go back to 2 years, or there's many more recent ones.
Right, yes.
So we're going to look at that. But first, we're going to start with some organization tips, because when you get all these beads, you got to figure out what to do with it. So let me pull that up. And you're the expert here. And so I'm excited to learn from you.
So I love these boxes, these 15 grid organizers. They are a lifesaver for me. And I've said before, and I say every time I organize, that if I keep my beads in the box that they came in, I will never use them. It's the same reason why I cannot keep vegetables in the crisper drawer in my refrigerator. I have to keep them on the shelf that's at eye level when I open the refrigerator door, or I will never eat a vegetable. It's the same reason why I several reasons why I organize. One, it's fun to play with the beads right when I get them, and organizing them and getting them sorted and putting them in their little homes. That is so much fun to me. So that's the first part. But second is so that when I go to make something, I see everything all at once. It's just all there. I can start imagining things. Like with this box, this is the most recent box. I am seeing it's just a strung necklace with these dark green ones with the white leaves just kind of interspersed, and just something really easy and simple, but really pretty and impactful, I'm seeing that when I open this box. So that's one of the reasons that I do that. And it helps me in my whole design process, but it's also really fun to sort and open. And I made it part of my unboxing. When I get my new box, I will be like, okay, I'm going to show you the beads, but I'm also going to put it in here. So people will know they won't be all impatient. Get to the next bead, get to the next bead. We're going to sort first.
Yes. I love this tip because I think it is easy to be we bag up so many of the items. They're on strands. It comes in a box. It's easy to just kind of stuff it in that box and put on your shelf, which is totally an option. But this, I think you're right. One, getting to touch each bead, take it out of the bag, cut the strands, like you get to sort of see what the weight of them is, really like look at them. And that probably helps to start getting up close with them.
I 100%, I get inspired and I get ideas every single time I go through this. Like I open it up and I'm like, oh, hey, this bead. And then I'm like, oh, but what if I put it with this while I'm in the middle of doing those things? It's ridiculous, but it is what it is.
Settle on this one. Did you try like different sizes and different boxes?
I have actually, like, this box actually had so many beads in it, the first one that I got, that I couldn't fit it in a 15 grid organizer. I had to use a bigger, like 18 grid size to fit it in. That's this size here. It's deeper. It has more wells and, you know, more convertible sizes to put things in. But for the most part, I've been able to fit them in here on these. And there are other like bead boxes that I get that I use different organizers for. Yeah. But this is like a pretty solid, like universal-ish size of things to do, especially with like the amount of beads and the different ones that you get. I call it the roommate situation, where like there are so many different types of beads in here, but some of them are similar enough that you can put them in the same section, like these little like garnety guys up there. Like similar colors but different shapes, so when I look at it I can see the difference between them. But they can be roommates. They can share some space. And so like that's
and then you don't mind cutting your strands then. That's okay to you, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like
people can be hesitant. They're like, oh my God, do I want to cut it?
No, cutting strands is fun. Now I will leave like smaller beads like this on the strand, just because it's a little easier than like scooping them out all the time when I'm going to design with them. And also it helps with the separation of the two different beads in that section. Yeah. But then, you know, when I have used them in something, I'll go ahead and put them back in when they're loose, like these little guys over here that I used with those. But yeah, and one of the things too that I like about the Sam's Bead Shop is that your little insert, I do cut it off a little bit on the edge so that it will fit, but then I can keep it in the box and I can have my little, like, this is what this box is, and it's got the list of things, it's got all those. I didn't start doing that until just this last year though. So until 2024. So some of my older boxes, because I've got a whole stack, guys. I
want you to show us some of these other ones. Like, it's just fun to like see these boxes again.
Right? So like this is the one that I've got here for the houseplants. I'm not done designing from this yet, but I did two little designs with it already. Which it's just so perfect, these colors. I love like pink and green and purple and green, and
white and red. Yeah. That was a beautiful one.
I got really into houseplants during the pandemic. Mostly it's succulents that are still alive, but
okay. That's what's going strong.
You know? But yeah, so that was that one, and then this was the cherry blossom one.
Oh my God, it's like opening a present. It looks so cool this way.
Isn't it great? I love the way that like it looks on there when I do that. I always keep the photo of it all together as my thumbnail, because it's like it's impactful. It looks so good together. Like the photos that Jessie takes for y'all are gorgeous. They are beautiful. I can't take photos like that, so I take photos of this.
It's also very time-consuming because when he makes the mosaic of every single bead in the box, like, I mean, he's having to lay it out, but also just figure out how to fit things together to fill the space. And it's quite a magic act every time.
It is. And like, you know, the work that he puts into it is super appreciated. Like aesthetically, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But then this is the winter cabin, and it was the December one. And this was one of my faves that I pulled out some of my, my things that I've made. I was super into the Moody Blues when I opened this. I was like, you know what? This is just hitting all the right notes for me. All of them.
Yeah, this one I think was unexpected for a lot of people. But yeah, we wanted to lean into some of those darker, colder days of winter and kind of appreciate those feelings and those vibes.
Yeah, but like there's like warmth and stuff in there too. So it was like such a great palette. And so like I made this necklace where like I kind of turned some of the components on their end and did them a different way, which is really fun for me. I love a good challenge like that.
Yeah, what did you do at the pendant there at the bottom? I'm so curious.
So I've got 2 pieces of wire attached to this round bit. And then I just turned it up so that instead of a teardrop, it's more of like a balloon shape.
Yeah.
Like a hot air balloon.
Yes.
My Moody Blues hot air balloon. And then I just did some wire wrapping with some of these other beads down around there. I did do a tutorial on this. It is on my channel.
Oh, sweet.
If anyone wants to watch it or do that. I actually got some extras of these from the shop as well.
Nice.
I
and then you just added it right in there.
If I get like a fave component, I'll be like, I want more of those. Mm-hmm. Then I made this one with the eye light. It was just, I wanted to stack these little nuggets. They're such perfect nuggets, like standing stones, you know?
Yeah. I love that one. I love all the sparkle it has, the deep colors. That's beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. This was I was really feeling that when I made it. That was another one of my faves. And then let's see. I'm just gonna
let's just go. Yeah, keep going back. So yeah, that's the goal today. We're just gonna go back down memory lane.
Right. Let's see. What's that next one? I didn't have.
Oh, I have some jewelry from that one.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Let's see it.
All right. Let me.
This is the Broadway bound one. And I don't have my insert for that because it got misplaced, which is why it's not here.
I guess that's a good time for me to just highlight that we do post links to our inserts, so folks can always reprint them if they need to. I mean, I feel like not everyone even has a printer these days, but if you do.
I mean, I do. I haven't turned it on for a while. I have one.
So yeah, I went and found some of the jewelry that me and Sam and Shira made with these boxes. It's fun to go back and be like, I made this? Like, I did? I don't even remember.
Right? Like, oh man, when I was digging through my stuff and I'm like, this was a Sam's Bead shop and this was a Sam's Bead shop. And I was like, I can't get them all out here.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be here forever.
We're going to get the highlights, and that's what I'm excited about. So yeah, we had some chandelier earrings. This is a fun memory wire bracelet. I think memory wire bracelets are like a go-to for me and Sam with the box because it shows off a ton of beads. Obviously, it's like very beginner friendly. It's just, especially when you're just starting to make the box, it can be nice to just start simple.
Well, and a nice thing too is like with the memory wire ones, like you're pretty much guaranteed that all of the beads will go together. On that strand. So you can like take some of these and some of those and put them all together.
And yeah, okay, let me bring yours back up. Yeah, you were telling me that you do choose to, keep your boxes together, right? You keep the beads from the box together rather than mixing them into your stash. Why do you like to do that?
Well, for the most part, I will keep them separate for the Sam's Bead box ones. Because it's such a unique bead box it's not like other bead boxes as much. So like when I was doing a project, I did one last year where I took a bunch of old bead boxes and I kind of dumped them all out into a pile and I sorted them all out into like a big storage thing. It took me days to do all of that. When I got to like some of the Sam's Bead boxes, I was like, no, we're going to keep that one because I just like them so much. They're such good like cohesive palettes that like I didn't bring out one of the things that I made from this. I did make some stuff, but and this is another thing too is I want to go back and make more with this. Mm-hmm. But as a content creator, I'm always like kind of driven to be current in my content and move on to the next box and move on to the next box. So like if y'all in the chat, if you could help me pick a past box to go back and make something with, I would love to, you guys discuss amongst yourselves.
Yeah,
and let me know what you choose.
Which one should she go back to? Oh, here's a fun comment from Shannon. She said that she just found your channel and loves watching your unboxing and organizing. That's fabulous.
It's one of my favorite things to do. And when I started recording myself unboxing and organizing stuff to an organizer, I didn't think anyone would want to watch it. I would be like, this would probably be the most boring thing on the planet, but I'm going to do it anyway. And like so many people they love doing it. I love that they like to spend time with me while I'm playing with my beads. Mm-hmm. This was the one from Danielle, and it was so colorful and beautiful. Again, it's not one of the ones that I picked out some of my favorite jewelry.
I do though, actually.
Although I do have favorites.
Yeah. And we didn't plan this. I just picked out a few boxes where I had some stuff. So I'll just quickly show off this seed beaded, this is with bead weaving thread, a little necklace and earring set that I made.
Oh man, yeah, I did a little sunburst pendant with that box. That there was, I took one of the coin beads and I bezeled it and then put the daggers around it, and it was like, it's one of my favorite things to do with that. That was a really fun one. This was the Voyage to Athens one, just really beautiful, calming vibes, oceany. Just
what's
such
fun
amazing.
Is like if someone like is like, all right, I'm sitting down, I want to make some jewelry, they can kind of like, if they start to build up a few months of boxes and organize them, it can be like, all right, which one is my mood today? Which one am I feeling? And then it's like the palette is ready for them. They're not having to like open up tons of boxes. Like it's like, all right, I'm gonna, maybe you end up needing to add something else, but like generally you can pick from that box to start to do your project that day.
Exactly. Do you want moody blues or do you want some like vibrant purples or what do you want? Nobody knows.
Yep.
Is this one of the ones that no, it isn't. It's actually some of the older, the 2023 ones.
You picked out a lot from you like over a year ago, which is fun. Right? This is fun to just see. This is reminding me of each box. I like, let's do it. Keep going one by one.
This was the Earth's Wonders one. I actually I'm sort of amazed that I still have so many beads in here because I made a bunch of stuff with that one. Like I made these earrings. Ooh, I did like a bunch of earrings actually with them. They were a lot of fun to do, but there's still so much. So it's one of those things I would like to get back and do more of that, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what people will have to vote. They'll need to let you know in the YouTube comments which box do you want to get more design ideas from Becky. Yeah. Let her know.
Yes, especially if you're somebody who has been a Sam's subscriber and you have some past boxes that you would like to maybe revisit. Maybe we could all be doing one of the past boxes together. I don't know.
Yeah.
We could do that.
So that
but this is
that's that one. What month that was. I can't even remember. Well,
it's another one that I missed the insert, but it was the one right after the Chateau and Bloom.
Okay, so that one was our May box. It was like our Earth Day inspired.
May, wait.
Because that one's, I know that's April, the Chateau and Bloom.
April, yeah. So May. That would have been May. I put it in the same order that it was on the website when I was stacking these.
Right.
And then so this is the Chateau and Bloom, which I don't have that many beads left in here because I did make several things with it.
When you're it's I love seeing them this way. When you're organizing, are you thinking about where you put the beads? Is it just random? How does that happen?
It's a little bit random. I'll be like, I feel like doing pinks on this side, or I'll feel like doing blues on that side, or something like that. Often once I've established a little section and I have something that's similar, I'll be like, okay, roommate situation. We're gonna put that one there. I know some of my viewers love to guess. They will play a little guessing game as to where I'm going to put the next bead, which is fantastic. I love that. And then they're playing along at home. Okay, this was one that I actually pulled out some of the jewelry that I made.
Yes.
It was what was it? Rainbow something?
Yeah, Rainbow Wishes. This was our anniversary box last year. So everyone will get a see and just a few days the anniversary box this year, but this was from a year ago.
Let me see if I can find it, because I put them all up here, and then they got stacked on top of each other. Oh, of course, it's underneath some of that other stuff, but yeah. I actually had an asymmetrical necklace that I made with it that I can't find. I took it with me on a trip somewhere, and it didn't get put back after I unpacked, which is just, that's a me problem.
It happens.
Yeah. But this was such a fun box to play around with, and I love rainbows. Like, it's just one of my favorite things ever. So it was especially fun. But one of the things that I really love too is your bead mixes that you put together as one of the extras.
Oh, okay.
It's like I try to get them just about every month to go with it.
Beads. I see that.
Then it just adds a little extra stuff that you can do with it. And the seed beads are like usually in those longer tubes, so they don't quite fit in my boxes, but that's okay. They'll fit next to them on the shelf.
Yeah. Will you hold up those earrings again?
Absolutely.
That is fun. Oh, I love how those dangle. Yeah, this was one I think we had the idea for a while, but we had to find the right supplier in the Czech Republic who could do this rainbow of coatings and like could do it on a bunch of different shapes. So like this is when I was like, okay, we found the right person that we can work with and like they can bring our vision to life.
Because it is like all of the different shapes with all the different coatings.
Yep. We had to get it all custom done. So we had to find the right person to help us with that.
That's another thing that makes y'all so unique is that like your beads are very customized for y'all.
We love getting
and then this was a February one.
Yeah, February last year, our box with Shira celebrating her love of amethyst and, you know, and also amethyst being the birthstone for February. Ooh, what do you have here?
I have a necklace that I made from that. And look what I did with that little tassel that the gemmies came on.
You used it. Yeah, that was just the tassel at the end of the gem strand.
Exactly. I was like, you know what? This is a good tassel. Let's use that. Let's make ourselves a little set. In February, I do a little thing called Full Set February where I make like a necklace, a bracelet, an earring, and a little wire wrapped ring.
Oh my gosh. I want to learn how to make that.
From each of those. And so like, you know, this was the set that I made from the Sam's Bead box last February.
Mm-hmm.
We've got that.
That is stunning. Those are sophisticated. Love that.
And then Turquoise Trails. Oh my gosh, last year. This was my favorite box. And
okay, I was going to ask you, so I'm curious. Okay, so the way we kicked off 2024 was special.
Yeah, it was the one that Brittany Chavers curated. And like I still have a bunch of beads in here, but I've made a bunch of other stuff with it too. But I was so inspired by like the color palette and just Brittany's sharing of her memories of Papago Park, which I grew up in like the Tempe, Arizona area. I went to Papago Park all the time. And so I was just like, you know what, I'm going to paint that. And so that's another thing that I do is if I'm super inspired by like a color palette or something like that, I will make jewelry and paint at the same time in one of my videos.
That's amazing.
And that's one of my favorite ones that I did. It was so great. But I also did a little ring with that one too.
You were on a roll with your rings there.
I was, but it's just, I mean, there's so many more things that I could do with this box, like especially with this pendant or something like that. Like I said, I had to move on.
What did you do with the donut there for that focal?
I used, it's just soft flex wire that I used to wrap around that.
That's fascinating.
It's beading wire.
You'll have it this like if someone goes, I have a link to your playlist of all your videos. So like if they scroll back, there'll be a tutorial for that one.
Yeah, this was the one that I did the painting and jewelry making. on that one.
Okay.
So like if you want to skip past the painting, you can fast forward through that. Usually what I do is I'll do like the first part of the painting and then I'll make the jewelry while the paint is drying. And then I'll go back and finish up the painting after that. So yeah, the tutorial for this part is in that video, but there's also some painting.
That's cool. I
It's a
love how
long
you
one.
combine your hobbies and your creativity. That's such a fun
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. They're two very complementary, like sort of things where you can like make art to wear on your body, and then you can make art to hang on your wall.
Mm,
You know?
yeah. Well, this box was special. I mean, Brittany just had such a clear vision. I mean, she loves living in Arizona and just being there, and so she knew exactly what she wanted, and it made it incredible. I mean, she has such a good eye for
Yeah,
color
it
and
was so
beads
perfect.
and- yeah.
It was a very Arizona box.
Yeah.
I was impressed, and this was one where I actually took the sticker off and put it on here.
Ooh.
But I didn't do that to all the other ones because I will reuse my boxes, you know?
Yeah.
In fact, the two prior to this one, the Winter Wanderer and the Mookaite Memories, both of those, I reused the boxes that they were in because I either combined them with something that was similar colors or something like that. Those are the only two that I'm missing there. This was another one of my favorites, was this Colors of the Cosmos.
Yes.
It was absolutely one of my favorites. I was a teen in the 90s, so like that whole sun, moon, stars color palette was like my jam for a while. It was like, it was just so much fun. But then I could like do some really fun things with like the bead mixes that you like put together, just to make just really fun little designs.
And that's silver silk there, pipe chain?
It is. I just beaded right onto the pipe chain with like some brick stitch, and then I continued the brick stitch, but just in a little row. And then on the ends of the rows, I used these little peanut beads and the drops, and then made beaded chain for the rest of it. There is a video for this if anyone would like to see it, but it was so much fun to play around with all of these. And there's another one too, because
I love that we're back to 2023 right now. This is just such a throwback. October 2023.
But like both of these are such very different looking projects, but they're from the same box.
Yeah.
And like I love how much versatility there is with each of those. Like
with the Jasper there, it's just like the Dalmatian Jasper is like so fun and funky.
And this little fun moon.
And that's a wire wrapped piece there?
It is. You know, started at the top, went through the ring, put some of these guys right in the middle, and then had this guy down here below.
I don't think we've ever shown this much inspiration in one video. This is really cool. I'm loving it.
Hopefully it inspires folks to dive into some of these boxes and start making stuff, because like they're just fun beads to play with, fun beads to make with. Lots of fun things. But yeah, this the 2023, I hadn't started putting my inserts in the boxes yet, so I'm guessing on some of them.
It is nice that like you can see the beads without even opening it, so that is nice.
It is very nice. Oh, look, I'm just gonna say hi to my sister. She made it to the chat. Hello, my sister.
Hello.
This one is a combination of two boxes. Again, I reuse boxes.
I see that now. Yeah, we put Mile's box and Danielle's box together.
I mean, because look how full it is. I made stuff with both of these boxes. But like, you know, this is such a cool little pendant focal bead, but it goes really well with some of these other ones. This little coffee bean cutout. I was thinking about painting this and then maybe painting a little coffee bean on these, making a little set. I don't know. These are the ideas that I had in my head, but then I had to like be like, okay, go put this on the big shelf and move on to the next box. So, you know, maybe
now that you reopen these, it's like the ideas are flooding back.
Maybe this could be my box that I revisit. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
letting chat tell me what I'm going to do. I don't know if anybody's keeping track of suggestions, but
We got a question about bringing some of these boxes back. Well, you are in luck, Marianne, because we actually have extras of a lot of the boxes from the last 2 years. We were able to make extras. I know we've sold out of some, but on our website, there's a page for there's at the top of our homepage, you can click on Sam's Bead Box or on the app, and it'll show you this full list of boxes. So, and then you can press like explore. And go back and see what extras we have of so many different boxes. So definitely check that out, because whichever one you want to go back in time and revisit, you might be able to. Yeah.
This was one of my all-time faves. Like, I don't know if you can tell.
Like, I can't tell.
the bright pink. It was the magenta. Was it Viva Magenta? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because that was the color of the year. So we were like, oh my gosh, like, how do we not get inspired by this? This is such a fun color.
And like the super fun thing was that it dropped into our lap about the same time that we were having that big old like Barbenheimer Zeitgeist thing that was like happening.
Like, we did not plan that. We did not think about the fact that, like, literally as everyone was getting this box, Barbie was in theaters and everyone is dressing in pink. It was like we matched the moment, but we did not mean to. It was amazing.
I know. Well, that's what this bracelet was. It was my Barbenheimer bracelet, because I've got my black and white strand, and I've got my pink strand, and I've got my little silver silk braid over here to get them all together. It was a lot of fun to make with that, but like there are so many other things that I could make with this box, but I have to move on. Like, I love these pearls, like the color of them. So pretty.
Will you show us those earrings up close? I gotta see how those came to be.
It's just soft flex wire. It's the white soft flex that it's strung on.
That's a design where, like, seeing the soft flex and seeing its color adds so much to that design, and that makes it so special.
Right? It was like an enhancement, to make all that. But this is that tiger's eye, the pink tiger, the hot pink magenta tiger's eye. It's just so pretty, because it's like you look at it and you're like, oh, it's pretty pink, but then you look closer and you've got that chatoyancy.
Yeah. That might have been the first time, or potentially, that we did a graduated strand. That was like an idea we had, because we're like, I mean, we're getting a lot of these gemstones, custom made to order for the box. We're like, and we always are like, okay, do we want a 6 millimeter? Do we want an 8 millimeter? It's like, no, we can give so many sizes. So we've done that a few times over the years, but that could be the first time we did it. I can't guarantee that, but that's my memory.
It was just so easy to design from it, because all I had to do was like pop a few beads between them, and like super easy.
So convenient.
I almost didn't have to do anything to change it. I did that. All right, we're getting close to the end here. This one was the
that was our Below the Waves. In the summer of 2023.
Which was just fun and beautiful, and some of my favorite earrings came from that.
Sam always wants to call it the Under the Sea box, like the song from Little Mermaid. I'm like, no, that's not what we called it.
These are my little unicorn earrings, and again, I used the little tassels that were on the ends of the jemmies for this. Adorable. And those little narwhal horns and stuff.
One thing that I think is really special about your channel, and one reason that everyone should absolutely go and subscribe, is because you do such a variety of techniques for jewelry making. Like, whether someone likes to do bead weaving or stringing or wire work, like, they're going to find ideas for all of that. And I just think that's so cool.
Yeah, I just get interested in all sorts of things. Like, I'm not I can't do just one thing at a time.
Yes, I feel that.
It's just not in me to do that. But yeah, so this was another fun one. I think actually with this one, I did some of your tutorials, and so do I have those? No, I didn't bring that one over. But
oh, yeah, I did. I think I remember. Yeah, I liked that box a lot, but I haven't looked at it in a while.
But like, I never did anything with any of the citrine in there. I started working on a little like bezel for one of these coin beads. Didn't get
Uh-huh.
around to finishing it, but it was going to have these little petal leaves around the outside.
Yeah.
I got more of those, and I
You're
got like
even
some of the
discovering a work in progress.
right the silver silk. But again, there's so many like cool things in this, and I love that you asked me to do this so I could go back and look at so many of these because it's like it's such a great like walk down memory lane and all that. But I love this little
Mm,
Reveille connector. I never did
yeah.
anything with it, but I got
Those
it.
That's one of those things that like Tierra Cast made. The new Tierra Cast folks, they haven't made that. I don't know if they plan to, but like that's one of those, that's like an heirloom at this point. That
It's special. Special. I
yeah.
should pass it down to my grandchildren if I ever have one. I'm just
As
glancing
you
at my
look off
son
over your
over there in the
shoulder,
background.
giving someone the stink eye. No.
It's fine. And then this is one that I made a bunch of stuff out of too. It was the Wonderland one.
Yeah, with Rachel Malice, who's helping out in the comments today. This is our collab box with her.
Yeah, I made a ton of those. I didn't bring them out here though, because again, could only fit so many things.
Well, it just means people have to go and look at your videos if they want to
But
see.
yeah, it was a lot of fun to do. I think with this one, I actually made a convertible necklace. So it
Ooh.
was like double layers, but one of the layers was like silver silk with little beads attached like dangles so that you could unclip it from the sides and wear it as a bracelet.
No way.
Yeah, it was really fun. Again, it's one of my earlier videos, so it was filmed at my dining room table.
Yep.
It's very long.
Journey, you know, you figure out the light, you figure out the audio over time.
Exactly. So like, you know, if that's your first introduction to my videos, maybe watch one of the newer ones first.
Oh, another anniversary box from 2 years ago. So I guess this
Okay.
was our second anniversary. I feel like we were so young then.
This was one of my absolute favorite ones too. Like I know I'm like, oh, this was my favorite. This was my favorite, but like I was so like inspired by this to make like
oh my gosh.
Like
oh my god, that's a necklace. That's incredible.
Yeah, and this was a necklace that was like modeled after a necklace that I'd seen at a museum that was from is it Mycenae in Greece. And so like I was like, you know what, this is fun. And I actually got I ordered extra of these sun coin beads so that I could make this.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the only component that didn't come from the box.
Oh,
by the way, it wasn't
so
some of the seed beads that I got from the seed bead mix.
mm-hmm.
And it's just a little patinaed button, but everything else came from the box. It was a lot of fun to put together.
And does that one have bead weaving around it as well, that center piece?
So this is funny because this coin bead didn't have a hole in it.
Oh,
it didn't have a hole. So I was like, oh, well, okay. I'm gonna make lemonade.
Not a problem, an opportunity.
Exactly. We're gonna make a little focal for my necklace, and I am still just so pleased. It's been like 2 years, and I'm pleased as punch still with this design. It is
so special.
Down one of my favorites. In it again, I filmed it on my dining room table.
At this point, everyone's gonna want to look at those old videos.
Right? And then like the prenite, I just really needed like a really easy sort of beaded chain little necklace and stuff. And it gave me an opportunity.
The loops a little larger on this than maybe some might do. That's cool.
Yeah, I felt like with the shapes with the because I did it a little asymmetrically so that it's like opposite sides different. I felt like with the shapes we needed a little bit larger loops on those.
Yes, it balances it well. And then wait, this front, how do you do the front of that?
What?
The focal piece. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to practice wire wrapping cabochons, and so I had this little teeny like light green cabochon that was such a close color match to the prenite. Yeah. I was like, we're just gonna wrap a little focal with that.
That's cool. Yeah, we're actually trying to do some more cabochon projects because I think it's something that a lot of folks are like, I want to be able to use cabochons, but I'm not sure how. So I do have another cabochon video in the works. So yeah, it might be a few months, but I'm planning something.
That'll be great. But like, so this was another thing that I started but never got around to finishing. This is
Fun.
stitched on seed beads to the silver silk. And this was going to be like, I guess, the middle of a necklace or the bottom of a necklace. And then I was going to do some beaded chain around the outsides of it. Again, I never got around to finishing it.
I think some of your pieces where you do bead weaving on silver silk was some of the first videos I ever saw of yours. I think it really stood out to me because I had never seen anyone do that. And I just thought, that is so smart and that's so creative. So that's how I found you.
It just made sense to me to do that. I was like, there's all these little loops in here. I can just stitch into them. You know?
It's so unique. It's so cool.
But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
one more.
And then
right?
this one, I had moved the beads into my deep stash. So I don't have that one anymore, but I do have the necklace.
Okay,
so
let me we want to take it off. Okay, perfect. So
I'm taking it off so that I can hold it under my camera and folks can see it a little bit easier. And then around my neck. Let me move my Senian guys in there.
What do you guys think of seeing? We saw basically almost every single box from the last 2 years.
Yeah, almost. I think there were 4 that had been reclaimed at that point. There we go.
That was the Swarovski crystal that we included, that chunky focal,
right?
The hematite.
In fact, I think I actually, like, amongst some of my my aunt's beading stuff that I inherited, I'll have to go check. I think I actually have some little like chandelier links just like this. And amongst her things, I should make some matching earrings.
Yeah, those we got from I think a warehouse in New York that had this stash of these, like, they're chandelier pieces. Those were designed to be used in a chandelier, but like, why not be part of jewelry? So we were like, when we found those, we just thought it was so unique.
But yeah, that's just a big old triangle. You know, I've looked at it and been like, you know, I might make it different. Like, I might make smaller circles here next time if I remade it, but I don't know. I feel like it kind of balances a little bit with this circle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it was when it got the hematite. It's nice and heavy. But the wire like helps it be a little more lightweight. But yeah, that was my first box from y'all.
Wow. You have made so many incredible pieces and we only got a taste of it today. This is so special.
Right. Oh, hey, this one was from that one too.
Let's see. Oh, cool. Will you hold that up? Let's see the detail on that one.
And this is just, I put some of those peanut beads in between the pearls because, you know, sometimes simple is just exactly what you need. Something that isn't too, like, this is complicated. Yeah. This is simple. I like them both.
This is making me realize that there was a period of time where we really, really were into peanut beads. I think 2023. I think we used them in this. I think we used it in 3 different boxes.
I used them in this one. Yep.
Because we had it there, and then I think it was in the Under the Sea box also. There might have been some. Is that one? We did them in gold, I thought, in some box. So we were very into peanut beads, but we have not used peanut beads in a long time.
Oh, yeah. There they are. They were these like aqua.
The multicolored ones. There we go.
Mix. So, they are a really fun bead.
Yeah. So you can see our interests and our finds, they evolve over time. I mean, when, you know, we weren't even doing, I guess we were still doing custom designing 2 years ago, but definitely not as much as we did over the last year. So it's so cool to see how it evolves. Oh yeah, do you want to lace them out and we can just?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna pile them on here.
Please do.
Like, I mean, they're so different. And I love that.
Awesome. Oh, well, I hope everyone got some inspiration today. So many ideas. And it's amazing to be like, all right, go check out the playlist, find a tutorial for any of the projects that excite you. And that way you can make with your box. And we have extras of a lot of these boxes. So
did we have anybody in chat making suggestions about which
Oh, that's true. We might have to check the comments of the I don't know if I saw any votes, but definitely you guys, after the video ends, definitely leave a comment in the description of the video or below the video and let us know which box do you want to, would you love to see more projects from? What's one of those boxes in your stash where you're like, I still have so many beads.
Exactly. I would love to have a fantastic, solid excuse to go back and revisit it and just talk about how much fun I had with it. Other than here.
Okay.
Thank you, Bridget.
I see one vote for the Arizona box, so that might be a good one to go back to.
I would love to go back to that one, actually. I would go back to Arizona anytime. Anytime, guys. Oh, hey, another one that I didn't open with y'all was the one that Deb did, the citrus one.
Oh yeah.
I used most of the beads in that box, which, like, for somebody who's not that into like orange or yellow, that was a pretty big feat. But like just the way everything went together and like how easy it was to incorporate those colors into like a whole thing, it made it so easy to make stuff with it.
Oh, that's cool.
So like I don't have that box to share with y'all.
Yeah. We got a second vote for Turquoise Trails.
Okay, well, if we're gonna decide on Turquoise Trails, then I don't have a problem with that.
Yep. Another question we got. You have such fabulous ideas for storing the beads. Do you have any tips for storing your finished jewelry? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, that's something that I've been trying to work on. Amy Campbell had a really great suggestion on how she stores her jewelry. She gets like just these cards that you can put like a necklace and some earrings on and then store them like in a file folder system. And so I need to get some of those cards and go through all my stuff and get them sorted, and it'll just make it easier for me to go through them. But see, I don't sell my stuff, so I don't have to like keep an inventory or anything like that. But yeah, I need a better way of storing them than just hanging on a hook somewhere. Or having them next to, I have the little the lampshade next to my bed has earrings hanging from the top rim of it, like the lampshade. I take them off at night and I just put them on the lampshade.
It's convenient. I love it.
It's extra decoration. That's all it is.
Do you wear a lot of your jewelry? How do you? Yeah,
I do actually. I'll be like, I'm in a mood for something pink and fun, and I'll grab something pink and fun, or I'll be like, I'm going somewhere and I want to look fancy. Let's grab something that looks fancy when you're wearing it, you know?
Yeah. It's almost like you don't really want it to be too much hidden away because you got to be able to see it because you want to be able to wear it.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, you know, but there's some stuff that like I made it, but I don't really wear it, and so I probably need to donate those or something like that. I have fun making jewelry, but I also have fun wearing it. I work from home, so if I'm on camera, a lot of times the way I dress up is put on jewelry. So like, yeah, I can be wearing my pajama bottoms,
true,
and I still look professional if I have jewelry and my hair is done. You know.
Okay, I'll share a few more votes came in for Woodland Fairy, for Beauty of Time. Someone said Tennessee Treasures, but I don't even think you would have. I think that,
you know, I missed the Tennessee Treasures. It was gone, and I was like, I was disappointed that it wasn't there anymore when I wanted to grab one, because I would have just bought one of the extras.
I know that's gone.
Yeah,
no more.
That was one that's what convinced me, actually, the Tennessee Treasures, seeing everything that other people made. That's what convinced me to sign up for the February of 2023. I was like, Tennessee Treasures is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I guess I'll just wait and see what happens in the next one. And I was just, please just punch when that happened.
Yes,
So,
it worked out. Oh, sweet.
right.
This has been amazing, Becky. Thank you so much for sharing this all with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me on. I am just a big fan of Sam's Bead Shop and the Bead Box. So it just, I could sit here and talk about how much I love it like all day if you want me to.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, it's just nice to see it come to life. Me and Sam, we spent a lot of time looking at the beads, and it's just helpful to remember, like, and see what it transforms into. That's like,
Yeah.
honestly, this is helpful for me as I'm planning future boxes to just remember like where it's going to end up. So this is very helpful.
I'm so glad about that.
Cool. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us today. Definitely continue to check us out. We have weekly classes here every Friday. We're going to have some more stuff to celebrate our March 2025 anniversary box. We have some more teachers coming in to make with the box. We're going to have a little party. So the next month will be very fun. This is kind of the kickoff event with Becky. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.